subscribers. Shout out to my Patreon. Y'all are the real MVPs. I'm going to be trying to do some special things for y'all in this new year because y'all have definitely been riding with me. If you would like to join my Patreon, it's very simple. All you have to do is go to www.patreon.com/bstokestyling and make your pledge. $5, $10, or $25. Currently, I'm trying to get to 20 Patreons, you guys. So make sure you help me reach my goal by clicking the link down in my description box and joining my Patreon. You do not want to miss out on the early access to my videos. Don't forget to order your custom B Stokes styling merch. That's right, we have merch. Just click the link down below in the description box and order your B Stokes styling merch today. Hey. Happy finally be Friday. We are back. Oh, look at me. I should have did all of this before I got on this camera, huh? We are back, y'all. I know it has been a minute since I have been on live. Y'all know I was preparing for my lunch and then I was preparing for the pageant, my little Vegas trip. Well, I am back. I have my coffee here with me because let me tell you something. I need a vacation from my vacation. Okay. Y'all already know. First of all, we got back from Vegas Wednesday night, dang near Thursday morning. And y'all, I'm still trying to recoup. Okay, that 3-hour time difference is no freaking joke. Okay. And then on top of that, you know, I done got back and had to get right back into mommy mode. So y'all bear with me if it takes me a minute to get into the groove of this show. I'm trying to get back ready with y'all. Let me take a sip of my coffee because I'm trying to get there. Speaking of coffee, y'all see the cup. Merch is available. If you do like my cup, it says have a B. Oh, wait. I'm trying not to turn it because it's full, as y'all can see. It says, have a beautiful day. If you like my merch, the link is down in the description box. All right, let me take a sip. Y'all coming in, please do not forget to hit the like button. Share this video out. Make sure that you are subscribed. And speak to me, you guys. Y'all know how the old folks say, you don't come into the house without speaking. You come into the room and you speak, okay? Speak. Let's not be rude. Today, I got quite a few topics that I want to talk about today. I got quite a few notes. We're going to be talking about Saweetie and Quavo. I already know y'all have seen all of that drama. Jeezy and Jennie Mai have officially tied the knot. We're also you're going to get my thoughts on Derrick Jaxn, because while all of that drama was going on, I was not posting. So I got some thoughts and I want to hear y'all's as well. We, of course, have to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Jen Shah being arrested. And while we're talking about the Real Housewives, we have to talk about the Atlanta reunion looks. The theme was the dungeon. Did y'all see the looks? If not, don't worry. I'm going to show you all the looks. And lastly, what's the last thing we're going to talk about? We're going to wrap it up probably with a little bit of love in Marriage Huntsville, because I did not give y'all my live last week. And so I do have some thoughts and some things that I want to say. All right. Woo. Let me got my glasses all wiped off so I can actually see now. Okay. I'm excited to be back with y'all, you guys. I'm excited to be back with y'all. I feel like I need y'all to tell me what y'all think. Hey, Siobhan, I see you. Hey, Siobhan, over there on the Facebook. Remember, if you are watching me over on the Facebook, to hit the like button, or you know what, you can take it a step further and hit the heart. Silky says, girl, I cannot with Jen. I cannot with Jen. You know, when Jen had this staff of 15 people at all times, that raised a red flag. But we're going to get to her. We're going to get to her. All right. You know what? Let's start off with something a little bit happy before we get into this mess. I want to bring you a balance. So let's start off with something a little bit happy. Congratulations are in order for Jeezy and Jennie Mai. I thought I had a picture for them, but I couldn't find the picture. But I tell you what, I'll pull it up over here on the screen. This is according to the Jasmine brand. Technically, Gossip in the City was the first to report it. Excuse me, was the first to report that they actually got married. But we have some photos here from Jasmine brand. So I'm going to pull this up so y'all can see it in a second. But let me read it to you. They look beautiful. They looked beautiful. It says, the Jasmine brand broke the story earlier this week. Today, as in yesterday, April 1st, the pair shared photos via Vogue. Their wedding took place at their Atlanta home on March 27th. The couple required negative COVID-19 test results from those traveling in 2 days prior to the wedding. And on the day of the ceremony, they provided COVID-19 tests for everyone attending. Tyrese performed at their wedding reception. Tyrese is so extra. So let me show y'all this picture of Jeezy and Jennie Mai. Let me share my screen. Tyrese is so extra, y'all. I'm sorry. Looking at this doggone picture, I'm like, Tyrese. There you go. Don't they look beautiful? Can I zoom this in some for y'all? Let me zoom it in. I want y'all to see. Jeannie looks gorgeous. And we have Jeezy over here with this little tight pink suit. I tell you, love will do it to you. Love will put you in a blush suit. Love will put you in a blush suit. Vogue tweeted or Instagrammed, Jeezy and Jennie Mai were married in an intimate ceremony in Atlanta on March 27th, 1 year after their engagement. The couple had originally wanted to get married at Lake Como or in the south of France. Quote, we were really looking forward to having all our friends and family there to celebrate, Jeannie says, but we had to change all of our wedding plans due to COVID. After Jeezy's mother unexpectedly passed, we quickly learned that life is too short. And at the end of the day, Jeezy and I really just wanted to become husband and wife. So we decided to turn our original wedding into a mini-moni where we exchanged our vows in front of our immediate family and a few close friends. In order to make their event as safe as possible for everyone in attendance, they required negative COVID test results from those traveling in 2 days prior to the wedding. In addition to that, on the day of the ceremony, they provided COVID tests for everyone attending. Once everyone was tested and confirmed negative, our guests were shuttled to the surprise location, our home, Jeannie says. So beautiful. Again, I think that was a beautiful picture. This is what I'm talking about where I say Tyrese is so extra. Tyrese Instagrammed and he said, the wedding singer, hashtag the wedding singer. Cheers to two of the most incredible people I know. I'm already back home and it's been so long since I've been fully dressed. I think I'm just going to sit on this couch and hold on to this moment. Life is good. Life is the gift that keeps on giving. So let me take this off of the screen real quick. I do want to pull up. I'm going to pull up the Vogue because they had some more pictures and I wanted y'all to see it because they looked really beautiful. Not love will put you on a blush suit. It will. That's what love will do to you. But they looked really nice. Let me show you this picture of Jeannie. She looks so pretty. Let me stop this one and share this screen. I'm trying to get them all shared. Look, I'm trying to get back used to this, y'all. It's been a minute. Okay. Look at that. That is a beautiful picture. Siobhan say a tight blush suit just in time for Easter. Yes, he got on his Easter's finest. Yes, this was beautiful. I saw some more pictures. I don't know where I saw them, and I thought I had them pulled up, but they look beautiful. Congratulations to the happy couple. They seem like a really nice couple. They seem happy. They seem in love. You know, I'm not going to say couple goals because as we have seen in the past week, couple goals aren't really goaling, are they? That brings us to our next story. Y'all already know where we're going. Saweetie and Quavo. I tell you, it's just a mess. It's just such a mess. All right. As I'm sure many of you know, there has been leaked footage via TMZ of a elevator altercation that occurred sometime in 2020 in Saweetie's apartment elevator. They seem Saweetie and her now ex-boyfriend Quavo seem to have been tussling over what has been identified as a Call of Duty box. It was all caught on elevator camera and has recently been leaked. There's a lot of mixed reviews about it, you guys. There are a lot of people with a lot of comments and thoughts. So I'm going to just start from the beginning. I'm just going to start from the beginning. I never said that Saweetie and Quavo were couple goals for me, but when hearing their breakup, when hearing about the breakup, I was like, oh, because they had been together for 2 years, and honestly, in the world of celebrity, that is a lifetime. So I was like, oh, that kind of sucks, but you know, they're young, they're celebrities, they're stars. I didn't think anything else of it. Of course, I assumed that he had been cheating. Allegedly, he had been canoodling with some high-class escorts. That's just allegedly. Y'all don't come over here and try to sue me, but that's what the word on the curb is. And we thought that was the end of that. Well, then this video footage leaked a few days ago. Sad to see. I'm going to play it for those of you who have not seen it. I'm going to play it for those of you who have not seen it, and then we're going to further discuss. I don't believe there's audio, so I'm not going to share the audio. Shout out to TMZ. You got to make sure you give them their, whatever. Yeah, so you see the tussle. Saweetie ends up there on the floor. He presses to go to, I guess, whatever floor they're going to. Are these like motion activated cameras or something? Because the cameras really do seem to be moving. Or is that just me? Am I tripping? He doesn't seem to help her up. Saweetie, as you can see, is still sitting there on the floor. He sees the camera. I don't know who this is, but someone decides, you know what, let's not get on. I'm going to wait on the next elevator while Saweetie is yet again still on the floor. Still, I repeat. on the floor. Cut to the elevator opening here. Quavo exits the elevator. He puts the Call of Duty box there as to say, come on, let's go. You done acting up? You done acting a fool? Come on, get out this elevator. Let's go. Come on now. Why you playing now? Come on. Get up. Saweetie uses the rail to ease herself up, obviously a little hurt, and she limps out of the elevator with no shoes. All right, so that is the video for those of you who may not have seen it. What are your thoughts? I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Before I give you my opinion, I want to hear y'all's thoughts. There's definitely been some mixed emotions over here on the internet. I believe Adrian Bronner said something to the effect of, as a matter of fact, let me not misquote him. Let me pull it up. Adrian Bronner. Now, for those of you who do not know, that's the boxer. Excuse me. Let me find it. I know he said something to the effect of that's just black love. To Quavo and Saweetie. Let me pull up the response, because I was watching another live and someone talked about it, and that had aggravated my spirit when I found out he said that. There's actually been mixed reviews. Quite a few quite a few men are saying, well, Saweetie swung on him first, so Quavo has every right. Some people are saying this looks like clear domestic violence and that Quavo is clearly an abuser. I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Let me see. Oh, this is what Bronner said. He said, at Quavo Huncho, I'm behind you, my ninja. Keep your head up. We all know you was a great ninja to that woman, and it ain't my business, but I hate to see another black man get tore down in this world. Hashtag Culture 3. I ain't see nothing wrong in that video. If you ask me, that's black love. If me and my significant other don't argue like that, then I don't want her, because I'd rather have somebody who might punch me while I'm asleep before I take a beautiful woman who go sneak off and F another ninja while I'm asleep. It's the black tough love for me. That was Adrian. That was one response that was triggering for me. Let me see y'all's comments. Siobhan says couples not golden. Elevator series coming to a streaming service near you. Sounds like he's just being an amigo. Siobhan says, pretty much. Come on, girl. He says, but her shoes was already on the floor when he swung her back into the elevator. Silky says, no couple is perfect, and I expect men to defend him, but I would have just liked him to help her up out that elevator. That said a lot about him for me. No, bruh. Okay. When I first saw the video, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. When I first saw the video, I was like, look at there. Just that was it. That was essentially my whole response. Just look at there. Clearly, this altercation began before the elevator doors opened, as we can already see. As we can kind of, not we can't see, but as we can kind of assume, I guess you can say. But if this is how the relationship was behind closed doors, then I'm glad they're not together. That clearly is a sign of toxicity. And I think what was more triggering for me than the actual video was the response from the public. We are so used to struggle love and to this toxic idea of what black love is, that we just normalize any and everything. Now, I don't know how this altercation started. There was a lot of speculation. Oh, well, she was kicking him out and she was trying to take his Call of Duty and he tried to get all of that. Yes, no, whatever. All of that is speculation. We don't know what this altercation was based around. What we do know is that it got physical. And at any point when in my personal opinion, at any point when a relationship gets to a point where you're being physical with someone, you don't need to be in that relationship. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. To me, there is no defending it on either side. Now, I'm gonna take a second too, and I'm gonna let y'all know who do I feel is more wrong, just off of me personally. No, just me personally. I'm going to say that Quavo is more wrong because I believe that it is a man's responsibility to be responsible with his strength. You get what I'm saying? At no point will Saweetie and Quavo be on the same page. And as the man in the relationship, as who would be the head of the household or the leader of the household, I would expect you to hold yourself to a standard to where you won't get that, you will walk away. You know, that's just the type of man that I would be with. Like, I'm not going to entertain a man that's going to sling me, period. You get what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't think it's right for a woman to hit a man, but my man would never hit me regardless. If I popped off and lost my mind, he's going to walk away because he realizes he's a man and he could legitimately hurt me. And I agree with Silky. It's not just that he slung her into this elevator. It's the way that you just sat there and let her just lay on the floor. You know, if you didn't, like, you know, y'all are in this tussle and you didn't even mean to, like, you were just trying to get your thing, and so you tussled and you kind of bumped her into it. Oh my God, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to help you up. It wasn't that. It wasn't that at all. It wasn't that at all. So I'm not saying that Quavo was out here whooping on Saweetie. I'm not saying that, but that was a very toxic, toxic interaction. That would be considered domestic violence. It's not the highest level of domestic violence. Again, she's not walking around with black eyes, but it is. And to the point where now the authorities have decided to investigate this incident. It came out, I want to say today, that the authorities are indeed investigating. But before we get into that, I do want to let y'all know that since the video has come out, both Saweetie and Quavo have responded. It took them a few days, but I guess, you know, it didn't go away, so they both had to respond. And they said kind of like the same thing, honestly. The responses were pretty similar. Hi, Tasha. Thank you for joining. Quavo said, quote, "We had an unfortunate situation almost a year ago that we both learned and moved on from. I haven't physically abused Saweetie and have real gratitude for what she did share, for what we did share overall." And then Saweetie responded and she said, "This unfortunate incident happened a year ago. While we have reconciled since then and moved past this particular disagreement, there were simply too many other hurdles to overcome in our relationship, and we have both since moved on." So their responses were quite similar. They're trying to get it, but like I said, the authorities have decided to move forward with investigating this altercation. All I'm gonna say is, y'all better stop letting folks stop calling people couple goals, especially these little young rappers and stuff. I'm not gonna call no little young rapper my couple goal. I don't call many people couple goals. Let me think. If I have to think of a couple goal, that's like a celebrity, you know. If I'm gonna think about a couple goal, there ain't gonna be many that I'm gonna put up there. You know, one that would hurt me. If something came out that would hurt me, Michelle and Barack Obama. If something came out with that one would hurt me. But I never put Will and Jada as a couple goal. I ain't never put Saweetie and Quavo. Who's another one that people be hollering couple goals about that I have never subscribed to? Now, if you talking about Barack and Michelle, Don't do it to them. They might be. And I guarantee you, Barack ain't slanging Michelle riding no elevator. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. and let's be real about it. We talk about, people talk about couple goals. You don't know what people are going through behind closed doors. And the fact that these people were gone and being seen as couple goals, and now we're seeing this footage come out, and then we're also seeing people defending this type of behavior, says a lot about the relationship that people are in. That's all I'm saying. I don't like the environment that we are creating. And I don't like this struggle black love thing that people are trying to push. If black love is abuse, if black love is cheating, if black love is neglect, if black love is toxicity, then I don't want it. And we need to stop equating that to black love. Black love does not equal struggle love. And if that is what people think it is, that's a problem. And we need some new people to uphold black love. That's what we need. Let me see what y'all are saying. Silky says, I agree, B. That is why it spoke a lot about him to me. It spoke, yes, it just spoke to his character as a man for me. Tasha says, I never had a couple goal ever. And that's the best way to be. Be your own couple goal. Be the best couple for you. Silky said, girl, yes. Love me some Obamas. That if I'm gonna put a couple goal, it's gonna be the Obamas. Ain't gonna be too many other people that I'm gonna put up there. Siobhan said, this must be an ATL Georgia thing to intervene into celebrity personal lives, especially when both parties aren't planning to press charges. I don't know. I don't know, because just a side note, like who is it? What actor? Is it Mel Gibson? Is it his son? What's the actor's name? Hold on, I'm finna tell y'all, because I don't know the white guy. But him and his little girlfriend, they got into it, and I don't see I think he's pressing charges. I don't believe that Tom Hanks' son. There it is. They got into a little altercation, and it was all on the internet, and the police weren't going to investigate that. I don't understand what this is. And honestly, if neither one of them are planning to proceed, how far will the investigation go? It seems like both of them are just trying to say the most politically correct response and try to move on from it so that they don't tarnish their brands. That's what it just kind of seems like to me. Let me exit out of some of these tabs so I don't get lost, child. Hold on. But yeah, why are we talking about black love? Struggle love, cheating, and taking advice from people who you shouldn't be taking advice from, making goals of people who you shouldn't be making goals of. Let's talk about Derrick Jaxn. Let's talk about it, y'all. This here was a mess. Y'all drop down in the comments. I got a few questions. I want y'all to comment below. And as a matter of fact, you guys, don't just comment below. The link is pinned at the top of the stream. I'm going to drop it one more time. Please feel free to call in, because I want to talk to y'all a little bit about this, because this doggone story just kept on going and going and going and going. So I want to hear what y'all got to say. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Silky say, child. Tasha, you gonna get mad? No, I want to hear what you say. I want to hear what you got to say, Tasha. I want to hear what you got to say. I do. Don't get mad, but call in if you want to and tell me what you got to say. Because y'all, when I say this story just kept going and going and going. If you don't know who Derrick Jaxn is, I don't know how. But if you don't know who Derrick Jaxn is, at this point, I don't know how. I might have understood if you didn't know before. But at this point, Derrick Jaxn is a self-proclaimed relationship expert. He has been over here on these internet streets for a numerous of years, extending relationship advice geared towards single Black women, really speaking about, self-worth and what not to expect, and, letting women know the game. And, if a man doesn't do this, that, and the third, then he's not worth it and you need to move on. If he's not doing this, that for you, then he doesn't see it for you, and really just pandering to the peoples. Y'all seem like y'all ain't here for it. Oh, y'all are not here for it. Well, we gonna talk about it. So, again, for those of you who do not know, I remember being introduced. I actually knew who Derrick Jaxn was. I've been watching a lot of people. I've been watching all the stories, and a lot of people were saying that they did not know who he was. I did not follow him, but I was very much so aware of him. I've come across his, I actually found him originally from Facebook, and I came across quite a few of his videos. What he said to me didn't sound like anything that was revolutionary. Again, it sounded like things that, which is sad to say, but it just sounded like things that women should know. Speaking self-worth into women, and it kind of, when I would watch his videos, again, it wasn't anything that I didn't already know. I just felt like, okay, well, it's refreshing to hear a guy saying what I think, we kind of know, or, anyone who has been out here in the dating world should know. And he went on to write books, to speak, have little seminars. He even created like a little card game. Side note, this card game, I don't remember what it was called. It's called Mentally Stimulate Me. That was the name of the card game. And so it was like a game where they had the cards, and it was supposed to start discussion. So like the card might have said something to the effect of, name some places that you would like to go dating or something. And so it's supposed to start a dialogue when you're on a date or something like that. The concept of the game was actually quite interesting. I had a friend who had the little card game, and so we played it at a game night. And what bothered me the most about it was there were so many grammatical errors that I could not enjoy the game. That's just a side note. I'm a snob when it comes to that kind of stuff, but it was so many grammatical errors in this game that it just aggravated my spirit. That was just completely unrelated, but I'm just saying. Completely unrelated, but just just saying. Anywho, so after doling out all of this amazing relationship advice for this, for the last, let's say, 4 or 5 years, no one knowing if he did or did not have a wife or a girlfriend. I think we might have found out about a year ago that he was married, and then it came out via Tasha K that he was indeed cheating on his wife with not one, not two, but 3 mistresses coming out to expose him. One as recently as March 18th. Okay. Y'all. And to save face, him and his wife get on live, and he begins to explain himself in third person and acknowledge his wrongdoings and talk about how he's been very transparent with his wife, and how all of his transgressions had been over a year ago. Now, this is before the third woman had came out. Now, whatever. And actually, he did a number of videos. The first video denying ever having sex with any of the women. The second video admitting it. The third video, it's just very convoluted. Just getting worse and worse by the minute. Then he turns around, and after doing the video live with his wife, he goes back into his car to analyze the lie that he did with his wife, allegedly sitting outside of the side chick's house. Y'all, we can't make this stuff up. We can't make it up. All right, let me read y'all comments, and I'm gonna bring Tasha in, because we gotta talk about this. I see you over here shaking your head. We gotta talk about this. Let me read these comments. It was the Derrick Jaxn reviews. Derrick Jaxn. I couldn't. That one is what took me out. That's what took me. I was done. I was done at that point. At that point, I felt like he was trolling. At that point. Siobhan says, yeah, I never found interest to follow. It was okay. The same thing hearing from a male, but I wasn't impressed. And what all that money and no spell check, it was terrible. I could not get through it. It was so bad. All right, Tasha, I'm finna bring you on.
Girl, you made me come in here all ratchet. Come
on. It's okay. You know what? You got your helmet. What was it? Your helmet of salvation on.
Girl. Listen here, okay? First of all, I didn't even know. Whenever I kept talking about Derrick Jaxn, Spice Life TV, and Tootsie inboxed me and like, girl, let's talk about it. I said, who this? I said, oh, that's that fine black guy that always talk about advice. I had to apologize to my boyfriend. I used to be like, look at him. You see, listen what he's saying. That you should be like him. I had to say sorry.
I played a video before for my husband. Like, okay, listen to this. Just dialogue.
I had to say sorry. I said, I'm sorry. I had to. This homie had the nerve, hold the poor girl. The girl came with the bonnet. He looked like he told her to sit down. She's saying here, don't speak, looking at him for approval. It pissed me off so bad because I don't know. I feel like you're having problems with your wife. You don't need our approval. Like, right. I feel like he's more about his money. You have problems with your wife. If I cheated on my husband, the first thing I would be thinking is like, yo, I got to fix it with my husband. I would not be caring about nobody on no social media. You come in social media holding her hand, and I took accountability. Yeah. And the poor girl's looking at him like she a little girl. Like,
so on first reaction when seeing the video of them together, I'm not gonna lie. The first thing I thought about, and I'm gonna hit myself on the hand because I was wrong for thinking this. First thing I thought was, why is she sitting up here looking like this? Because I'm just maybe I'm superficial. I don't know. But if I'm coming on this live, first of all, you ain't never. No one has seen her like
ever. We
have not seen you on his social media. Not damn time have we seen you. So the first time we see you, it's defending him for cheating on you. And you come on here looking like you just rolled out of bed. And to me, that was even more telling of him, because this is your job. You are in social media. You know how this goes. So if I love, like I'm loving you, I'm your spouse, and I've already embarrassed you. I'm not going to further embarrass you. I'm like, all right, baby, come on. Could you come over here and speak with me? But before you do, I'm going to pay for you to go get fine as fine. Go have a whole spa day on me, because you know what? I messed this up. And even though we've worked through it and I'm trying to, save, and I want you to be your best when we come on here together. Not him sitting up there with his tight V-necks.
Looking all fine, and the poor girl looked like but I'm gonna see in 2 points of view, because I remember somebody else was talking about this, and I had to say this too. When a woman is scorned, I think she's hurt, and she's to a point that she just doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he's noticing that she's still hurt, because women, it does take a long time to forgive. Even though we say we forgive, that's why I say, me personally, I can't do the cheating, because I'm a type of person, you'll hear about it every day. Every day. You could turn your head. What, you looking at her? What? Like, I know I can't. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I will start becoming crazy. You're gonna be like, "Oh, Tasha, crazy! I'm gonna smack you in the head." You thinking about her? I heard you dreaming. You went.
Tasha wake up from a dream. Be like, "Wait a minute, what's going on around here?"
I seen you dream. Like, you become crazy. So I think you just. You weren't smiling for me. You weren't smiling for me like that. I ain't gonna try to, but I just think she's scorned, and I think he don't understand, like, she's not healed, but he's not thinking of her. He's thinking about, like, me, okay, my image. And that homie wrote a whole book, a whole book. I'm like, dang, didn't this cheating thing just happen? He has a new book.
So, also, I don't remember where I heard this from. Don't make me lie and report you where, because I done watched all the videos. I done seen all of the clips. But allegedly he had a like deal, like a speaking deal with TD Jakes. And so that's why he's been coming out so much, trying to save his image and all of this kind of stuff, because he's just trying to save face. My question is, do you think that his brand will recover from this?
I do, because I feel like drama sells. Like, I know a lot of big YouTubers, okay, that messed up, and they come back and like nothing happened. Everybody like, I love you, you know.
But like, to me, it messes up your credit. Well, does it? Wait, I was going to say it messes up his credibility, but wait, does it? Because he really putting you on game on the stuff that he was doing. Really? Now he just needs to change the angle a little bit.
Really? He's still putting out videos like nothing happened.
Yes, and still getting tons of views. Now I ain't watched none of his videos, so he ain't gonna get a view out of me. But I'll watch somebody reviewing his video and just see what's going on.
I just feel like, what? I kind of forgot about him again until somebody put a thing about his book. I said, homie got a book. Like,
I heard that she was gonna write a book.
Oh, she writing one too?
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's come out, but you know, he's gonna spend all of this. Now, if his book is anything like that card game, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't read it. I wouldn't be able to get through it.
No,
it would drive me so crazy. It would drive me crazy. And then looking back on it, looking on the way that he portrayed himself, to me, he portrayed himself like a single man out here maneuvering in the world, and you know what I'm saying? You know, it's disingenuous to be getting advice from someone who we don't see in that, getting relationship advice from someone who we don't see in a relationship. That to me doesn't make sense. And for them to have been in this relationship for 12 to 14 years and we've never seen her at all. I understand protecting privacy, because y'all know I don't you might not see my husband on my channel all the time, but you see him in the comments. You might not, you know what I'm saying? You might not see my son, but you hear me reference the boy.
But you say the name.
You know what I'm saying?
You never said nothing. Me and my wife, he always says, if you're married, if you listen to always say, if you're married or if you have a boyfriend, he never says my wife or me and my wife. Me and my wife is this, me and my wife is that. Like me, if I'm with my boyfriend, I'm like, oh, my man, or me and my man, or blah, 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 my man. You some way like, okay, she ain't single. She got somebody. We don't know who he is, but, you know, she got somebody. Like, I don't know.
So then it makes me think, too, the women that were sopping up his words and every word, were they doing it because they believed his advice? Were they doing it because they were attracted to him? Or, you know what I'm saying, was like, because it just doesn't make sense to me to be leaning on to just be, oh my God, well, what does he got to say about this? And he's not even in a successful relationship that I've seen to know that he can do this. It didn't make sense to me.
But I think men have a way of playing single. Like, even if he was with the wife, he could play it off like, yo, me and her is married, but we're going through a divorce, but we're separating, but we don't want the kids to blah blah blah.
That's what he said. That's what each of the mistresses, or would you call them mistresses? But each of them said that he told them that they were separated. Which brings me to the whole discussion I had and this was live streams ago, where I said that's why you don't separated is still married.
I say this. Oh my God, me and my boy was having this discussion. I mean, we was arguing, okay? He's dating some other girl. This is off topic. He got me mad. He's dating some other girl. I said, you still married, like you died. The wife is still gonna get your money. Right. We ain't together. I said, you could go like this, you could go like that. Y'all still together. That is your wife.
Like, still married.
I don't understand the separated word. Like, I'm separated. What are you talking about? Like, me and my boyfriend can say I'm separated because I'm not legally married to my boyfriend.
That's different. That's completely different. But when you are married to someone, you are married or you are divorced. Like, those are your options. You get what I'm saying? And so he even said, which is the part that is the most disrespectful, because Tasha K, you know that
you know her.
That lady there. One thing about it, when she come for you, she come for you. And she played the video where someone asked him, said, well, what should I do if I'm separated, but I want to start dating? And he said to this person, you shouldn't date because it confuses things and soul ties, and giving this advice to say, if you're separated, you're still married, don't date. Meanwhile,
you're doing it. He did everything that I had to go back because I haven't watched him. I only see him sometimes if he pops up. Like, I'm not a fan of him. I'm like, oh, he handsome black guy. I see him looking, if he pops up in my Instagram or someone shares, I'm like, oh yeah, great advice. I had to go back and I said, yo, this dude, every advice he did.
Yeah.
What?
Silky says he's a player for sure.
Player.
Yes. And looking back on it now, to me, it's just like he was running a long game. And if anyone is still following him, especially after this doggone reaction video to the video, I'm gonna have to look at you sideways, baby. I'm gonna have to be like, baby. Go.
And I think one of the side chicks said that he one time, I guess he went outside her house and said that I guess they got into it, and then he started giving advice about how not to be a side chick. I'm like, and then the friend called and was like, is he talking about you? Like, what?
And then now this last one that came out, because now when he did this video with his wife, and he said that all of this cheating and stuff happened over a year ago, and they've since reconciled and all this stuff. And then Tasha turns around 2 days later and brings the current mistress out. Listening to her, though, it also makes me side-eye her.
Yes.
Because she went on to say how he was kind of verbally abusive. Her. Yeah. How he was. Now you're telling this whole story about how he's controlling and he's kind of verbally abusive and all of this kind of stuff, but you had literally just been with him the week before, so you ain't seen nothing wrong with it. You ain't seen none of these red flags before. And this is just me saying, because I just think this is disgusting to have gotten this woman pregnant at the end of the year. Like, so not only are you out here disrespecting your wife and cheating, you're doing it wrong. What year are we in? Do we not know better?
Lord. Jesus.
Do we not know better?
Jesus.
Look, my bell going off. Ding. Do we know better? I'm so confused.
Girl.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yes, Javon. Current mistress.
Mm-hmm.
Current.
There's the main one. I think she's a doctor or something.
Yeah.
She's one of those big people. And
And if you a doctor, again, it just don't make sense to me.
Yeah, she did. I don't know. I didn't vibe with her. I felt like she was. I don't know. Her. She felt like. But the other one, the one with the thong, walking around with the thong, she was the light skinned one, the one that showed her face. She didn't care. She was the one I kind of believed because she. It's like I don't know. I feel like you're dissing him, but you're messing with him. Like, I feel like y'all talking all this trash. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's abusive, he's this, he's that, and he must be treating her bad, but he's doing the same thing. She got the ring. You the side chick. You should be getting all the luxury stuff, not the talk trash. That's how it works.
You should be in bliss. You should have no bad thing.
You should not even be having no problem because he's a perfect image. When you're a side person, you're not with him 24 hours. You know the fake guy. You don't know who he is. You shouldn't be known. But you're talking about, oh, he's verbally abusive, and I feel bad for the wife. But he seemed like he abusing you too, and you the side chick. You the side because he went back to the wife. You know,
what is he? I don't know, child. I think, and this is you know, I hate to be talking about stuff like this on my channel because it really does seem like I'm not an advocate of marriage and love. I am, but like I said at the top of the screen, I am not an advocate for toxic relationships and all of this kind of stuff. So this is what I think, and now with somebody mark it and put a timestamp. This is what I think gonna happen because they had to save face. So, I think that they are going to quietly separate sometime by the end of this year, and he's going to continue to rebrand himself. And we already don't really. She had been speaking and stuff here recently, and she keep coming out. I don't know why, but I think they're going to it's all going to die down, and they'll probably end up quietly separating by the end of the year, honestly. And I don't wish that for nobody, but this type of public embarrassment and scrutiny already would mess up a strong marriage, let alone one where he seems to keep cheating.
Yep, and they don't even know you exist. That's what's even worse. Nobody knew of you. Like, but I'd rather be getting cheated. Well, I don't rather be cheating, but I'd rather someone cheat on me. At least you know Tasha the wife. Okay.
I think, and just think about the extra level of insecurity that already that's already gonna bring up. Now this man has been on social media, and I'm sure she has seen, she know he be out here posting shirtless pics with gray sweatpants on. I'm sure she sees it. She was okay with that. But I'm the wife, so it's cool. But then on top of that, now that I'm thinking everything's cool, then I find out, but you out here cheating. Now everything that you post, I'm gonna be looking at crazy. And you know what I'm saying? It's how do you build trust from that? Unless y'all, I feel like I saw Tasha post on Instagram. I don't know if it's true or not, but she did repost that they have started a couples podcast. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I'm finna pull it up. Give me a second. I did. She posted that they are finna start a couples podcast. Will you be listening?
No. First of all, this is really getting me mad. I feel like I wish I had their phone number. Like, hello, can I speak to you guys?
I know. I'm really hoping that this is a troll account.
I hope so too.
I feel like it's a troll account, but
well, he already got a book, so probably.
It's Heal Together Podcast. Conversations on marriage restoration, rebuilding broken trust, restoring lost intimacy, and resetting an unshakable foundation. That cannot be real.
I hope that's fake.
That cannot be real. It has to be fake. That has to be a troll. That has to be a troll.
Because if this is real,
it's not funny, but it has to be.
I'm gonna call him myself. Hello, you don't know me, but I need to speak to you, sir.
but no, sir. No, sir.
These people, man.
That has to be a troll. Okay. I'm looking. That's it. Let me see. Hi, Twitter Holics. Thank you for joining. Silky says, yeah, she needs to come to Silky's 30-day Get Your Life Back boot camp.
Yes.
Siobhan says, I wouldn't listen to neither of them. Who's healing? The mistresses?
Girl.
And my husband asked the question. He just asked, what do the mistresses get by coming out and exposing him? My thing was, if I were a mistress, I would expose him because you're out here living a double life. So honestly, I am not the type of person that you would want to be a side chick or anything like that.
Me neither.
Blow your life up. You wouldn't want me on the side. I don't know how to be one of those. So I'm going to blow your life up because
when my boyfriend found out about that, my boyfriend go, "This is you." I said, "Man, this would have been exposed since he was in my house." I was like, what's your name?
I just want to see if these receipts and stuff are real. Not enough to pay the $15.99 to join Tasha K's Patreon, but I would love to know. Shabba says, "Yes, cousin, vibe, same page." I just couldn't. I would expose you off the sheer. Oh, you are a full out hypocrite player out here in these streets, and it makes he out here in Atlanta. First of all, the pickings are slim in Atlanta to begin with. The pickings are slim, and then he's a nice looking guy.
Yeah,
then he has a little bit of internet fame. How did he think he was gonna get away with this?
Well, he probably could. He probably because he know how to talk. He's a manipulator. Like, look at the way he talks. You be like, "Oh my God," you know what I'm saying? And you really believe that this man is like, I'm telling you, this man. I felt hurt. Like, you lied to me. Like, I used to go to my boyfriend like, "You see, whenever I used to be mad at him, like, look at him. You see how he treat the women? This is the type of man." My boyfriend is like, "All right, then go to hell. Man. I will." And then you betray me like this, like, bro, you almost made me lose my relationship for you. No, sir, but I'm just saying, like,
that's what they said. They said they got a commercial if you or your loved one has ever ended a relationship because of the advice of Derrick Jaxn. Call.
Hey, yo, always coming. Whenever they give the message, and you want to put the volume louder so they can hear. Yeah.
The last thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna get on off of Derrick. Lord. I am gonna say, right message, wrong messenger. A lot of the things that he was saying, I did agree with.
Yeah.
Although a lot of the things that he was saying, I don't think were revolutionary. I feel like we have so many broken people in our community who were not shown what a man is supposed to do or how a man is supposed to treat you, or and be it from a father, a uncle, older brother, older cousin. A lot of women did not have positive male figures to show them genuine love, so they look for outside validation. And so they gravitated towards him because of that. What he was saying, I think, were things that if you had those type of representation in your life, you probably already heard before. So I don't think what he said was wrong. I just think it definitely was wrong.
Girl. Well, let me step down, girl, because I gotta go cook for these children. But
thank you for coming up here.
Got me coming up here looking like the mistress today, because I was the main girl, not even the mistress.
Salvation, you was the main.
Girl. All right, I'm gonna go back in the chat.
All right,
bye.
Y'all. Derrick Jaxn, the whole mess. We gonna keep talking about some of these trifling men. But before we do, we have to shout out to the B Stokes Styling Signature Unit. Y'all already know, launched on March 17th. Had a whole super fun lunch party to celebrate it. So let's look at one of the audience favorites. That is the Lauren unit. Remember, all units are available for purchase. All you have to do is click the link down in my description box and order you one today. All right. So What we gonna talk about next, y'all? Let me look at my notes. Let me see what else we gotta talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about Jen. Jen Shah from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City has been arrested, you guys. OMG. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I did start off reviewing the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but y'all wasn't watching it, so I stopped reviewing it. I'm not going to lie. But I still watched the show and still quite enjoyed it. Jen Shah was I was going to say she was my least favorite. I think she was my least favorite. I didn't care for too much of any of them, but she was definitely one of my least favorites on the show. She was legitimately cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And she had her Shah squad. She kept a staff of like about 8 people. I'm talking about hair, makeup, 2 assistants, nannies for grown children, maids, everything around her house. And her husband was a coach, or is a coach, at one of these like big colleges. Now, I didn't know coaches had made that much money, so when I saw her, I was like, this is a whole lot of money, for a coach at a college. What kind of college is this? I looked at it sideways. Well, honey, it seems to me, or it seems to the feds, should I say, that Jen has been out here scamming, you guys. So let me read y'all the article. Hold on. Shah, 47, was arrested on Tuesday, March 30th for her alleged role in defrauding hundreds of people in a nationwide telemarketing scheme. At the time of her arrest, let me pull up her picture because I want y'all to see how she went into it. And they were filming, y'all. They were filming when she got arrested. Crazy. At the time of her arrest, Manhattan U.S. Attorney Audrey Strauss detailed the accusations against Shah and one of her assistants, Stuart Smith, who we saw him on the show. He was the older white man that was her assistant, who was way too old to be an assistant, but that's neither here nor there. In the press release, claiming that the partners allegedly generated and sold lead lists of innocent individuals for other members of their scheme to reportedly scam. The pair each face a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison for wire fraud charges and an additional 20 years for money laundering charges. Wow. So they could face a maximum of 50 years in prison. Quote, in actual reality, and as alleged, the so-called business opportunities pushed on the victims by Shah, Smith, and their co-conspirators were just fraudulent schemes motivated by greed to steal victims' money. Strauss's statement continued. Gay and Shah's friendship was that's something. So then we had Heather, which is one of her co-stars. She responded to the charges, and she just basically said that she was shooketh, basically. Jim was filming with a few of the other women present when she was arrested. And Lisa Barlow and Meredith Marks, 2 of her cast members, were completely shocked when Shah was taken away. The women were all about to take a trip to Colorado in the coming days, and the women aren't sure if they're still going as of yet. Y'all, Jen Shah facing almost 50 years in prison. One thing about it, and this is federal time, one thing about it, when the feds come a knocking, it ain't no good. What do they have? Like a 97% conviction rate for federal charges? Y'all wasn't listening to 2 Chainz when he said the feds were watching, were you? Y'all clearly don't listen to 2 Chainz. It's obvious. Because if you did, y'all would not be getting on these shows, Jen or Teresa or whomever, getting on these shows, scamming, frauding, and committing these crimes as if you're not going to be touched. Now, do I think that she's going to get the 50 years? I do not. From what I read, I can't remember where I was, but from what I read, she is cooperating. So I'm sure she's going to take a deal. Out of the 30 years for the first charge that she might get, that she could get, she might get 10, maybe. I feel like 10 is reasonable. My next question is, will they be garnishing any wages? This huge house that they had, would any of that be like garnished at all? Will there be fines? Did her husband know about it? How much involved is he? Like, just like again with that whole Teresa and Joe thing, you know how they both ended up in trouble. Like, will Coach Shah be completely unscathed in this? I mean, Coach Shah was never at the house anyway, so he might not have known. I mean, that just seemed like a marriage on paper, really. Let the show tell it. So what do y'all think, you guys? Personally, I don't feel in any ways at all sorry. You're out here trying to defraud these elderly people. They said that she was seeking elderly people for these different frauds. Many of these people didn't even have computers. You know, just so you know, that could have been my grandma. You know, that could have been your grandma. Like, I feel no ways cheating these people out of their retirement money. You need to be in jail. Please, I would hope that they don't take it easy on her either, just because she is a reality star. Let's see what y'all are saying. Twitterholic says tragic. Yeah. Yes, they don't even come unless they got you. And then they let you sit there and like Jen is out here throwing these extravagant parties, and you have all of these assistants, and you have all of this, you're doing all this flaunting. They probably were already building a case on her, but this last season, or this first season of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, probably put the nail in the coffin for her. Shame. It's such a shame. Such a shame. Here we were thinking that Mary Crosby was doing some nefarious things, but Jen Shah is the one going down first. I hate to see it. It said 2-bit scam artist. That's what it seems. Again, I feel in no ways. I really don't. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Y'all keep keep your ear on the streets. I'm gonna keep y'all updated about what's going on out here when it comes to Jen Shah, honey, because I'm watching. Oh, hey Ty, super chat, whoop whoop. She says, just showing love. I'm listening and driving. I don't know Jen, but this sounds bad. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's a mess. It's a mess. These folks gonna learn. They gonna learn about going on these shows. What happened to the days? What was it? Who was it? That Denzel played? Was that Frank Lucas? If you out here and you do your dirt, but you try to stay under the radar. Not nowadays. You do your dirt and you flash your cash on Instagram and you go on reality TV. I guess that's the new thing. I hate to see it. Hate to see it. All right. Who else we got? What else we got to talk about? I guess while we're talking about the Real Housewives, let's go ahead and get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion looks, you guys. As you all may or may not know, the Real Housewives of Atlanta filmed their reunion last weekend, I believe. The theme was the dungeon. Actually, the theme was 50 Shades of Grey Dungeon Edition. So each of the ladies came dressed in their best dungeon gear, and I'm here to discuss it, and I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Who was your best dressed, worst dressed? Who hit the theme? Who didn't do it well at all? So I'm going to give y'all this cast picture first. Here we are. As you see, these are our main peach holders. We have Cynthia, Kenya, Portia, Drew, and Candy. Everyone wearing all black. Everyone was in all black. Y'all can see the set. It's very like, because I'm just leaving Vegas. I'm like, it's very like Las Vegas, clubby. You got the mannequins in the back with their little dungeon masks on. You got the poles. Upon first glance, the worst dressed was none other than Drew Sidora. Are we surprised? She's been the worst dressed all season. I mean, doesn't surprise me at all. I'm just saying. Yeah, I think that Candy, to me, I will not say Candy was the best dressed, but I will say I felt like Candy really went there for the theme, and I appreciated it. So let's go ahead and let's dissect these looks one at a time. Alethea says Candy looked like she was going to work with Bolo later. She probably was. You know, she probably just opened up her closet. She got plenty of clothes from her dungeon tour. She didn't even have to buy nothing new. So let's go through one by one. Who are we gonna start with? Who's this person I have here? Okay, let's start with Drew. Like I said, the worst dress. Drew just does not. She just does not. She just does not. I want to say she does not get it. I don't know. It's for her to have come on, and this isn't like she was like a regular person joining the Housewives, because, you know, we all know when regular people join the Housewives, that first season can be a little rough. It wasn't even that. Like, you were already a, you know, pseudo celebrity, so you should have stylists like on call or something. You know, I have the best wig stylist from Hollywood and all this kind of stuff. But like the fashions, I just don't get it. I don't like this little ruching. I don't like the shoulders. What is this side train? Her makeup was pretty. Oh, I see we have another super chat. Woo woo. Portia looked like a madam. She just missing a long cigarette. Also, is Portia your favorite clip? Thank you for the super chat. The Twitterholic says, I've seen versions of this in bright colors on some older Jamaican women. Maybe if it were in a different... No, I'm sorry. There's nothing redeeming about this. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm sorry, Drew. Hopefully, if you come back next season, you call somebody other than Giselle Stylist, because it's just not good. All right, who else do we have? Who's next? Yes, don't forget to hit that like button, you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Where's my little thing? Hit the like button. Like the video. Please don't forget to like the video. All right, who else? Who are we going to talk about next? Let's talk about Cynthia. Miss Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia always looks nice. She has this little feather thing. The girls are sitting. One thing about it, they are going to make sure that the girls are sitting. I like this look, but honestly, I think even though her hair is pretty, I don't like the bob with this look. I think that's what's throwing this look off for me personally. I do think Cynthia looks gorgeous. I mean, it's hard for Cynthia to not look gorgeous, but I do not like the hair with it for me. Like, you're giving me femme fatale all down at the bottom, but then you're giving me auntie by the hair. I think maybe if it was like, slicked up into like a nice, super sleek jeannie ponytail, like that would have gave me more dungeon. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like really snatch that ponytail up or something. That would have been a better look. Overall, she looks nice, but definitely just nice to me. It wasn't nice of the older women either. Cliff says Miss Cynthia never wins, always in the middle. The slit should be higher. Not higher, slit. Cheryl says Cynthia looks plain to me. Like, you know, it's just okay. It's just Cynthia, yeah. Twitter, you agree with me? Yeah. I think it's the hair that's making, like, had her hair been slick and sleek, that would have elevated this entire look. All right, who's next? Who are we going to talk about next? Let's talk about Candy. Candy. I think that Candy really did go for the thing, and I appreciate it. Let me, as a matter of fact, I'm going to pull up her Instagram, because she has a few more like pictures and stuff that I want y'all to see, because I don't think that this still picture does her justice, honestly. I think she looked nice. When I first saw the look, I was like, Candy, I don't know. But then as I kind of like let it marinate in my spirit, I was like, okay, Candy, you might be serving a little bit. Let me show y'all this Instagram, because I think you need to see it moving more. Does that make sense? Here we go. Oh, let me pull that down. I do like the hair. I think Candy went for it, and I do like it. I do like, look at the nails. I do like it. And y'all know I'm a sucker for a train, honey. Y'all know my little 4'11" self will have a 6-foot train. I am a sucker for a train. So I do like Candy. I thought Candy looked very good for the thing. Let me see what y'all are saying. Y'all tell me down what you think. Cheryl says she hit the mark. I definitely do agree. Clifton says Candy's outfit looks like it breaks away. I mean, well, if you in the dungeon, honey, you got to be able to whip it and flip it, dip it and do it. But yeah, I think it definitely looks better when you see the video, when you kind of see it all together. I do not think that the cast photo or the single photo shot does her justice. So I do like Candy. Let's see, who's next? Hi, Brittany. Thank you for joining. Who is this? Who we got? Kenya, Miss Kenya Moore. This is what I'm talking about, where you slick that hair up, honey. You slick it. You pull it, you snatch it. I love a good snatched pony or bun. I think Kenya looks really nice. She's giving that thigh cliff that you wanted. Giving that thigh action. A lot of the sequence, a lot of the ladies, so it was Cynthia, Kenya, and Portia all had the sequence. I'm going to pull up this Instagram again so y'all can kind of see a few more shots. Give me 1 second. There it is. Let me pull up this Instagram so y'all can see a few more of the shots. So this is a little closer up shot. I like it. I like this like illusion here on the thigh. That's really sexy. I do really like that. Now that I'm kind of looking more at the detail, I didn't want to look too hard, you guys, because I wanted y'all to have my honest reactions. I wanted to have it with y'all. But Kenya looks good. Her makeup is snatched. The hair looks good. Her body looks good. She done got rid of her quarantine 15. I love the detailing on the shoe that kind of mirrors this detailing over here on the shoulder. The illusion mesh, is there mesh here? Yeah, the illusion mesh is just melting into her skin. Kenya looks good. Yes, Miss Kenya Moore. Yes, Miss Kenya Moore. Let's see if there's another. Look at this. Let's look at that. Yes, this here is flawless. This up here is gorgeous to me. Yes, Kenya, you look good. You look good. I like to see it. So that is Miss Kenya Moore's look. Like I said, I like it. I'm happy to see it. I'm glad that Kenya looked good. Let me see what y'all are saying. Gorgeous. Cheryl says, love it. Cliff says, I want her feathers to come all the way around. I think that would have been too much. I love how she has this feathering just right here on this side, but then the feathering leading into these stones to me is gorgeous. I think had it been all the way around, it would have just been overkill. I like it. Kenya ate. She did that. While we're talking about someone who ate, you already know who we got to talk about. Miss Portia Luther King. Portia Luther King came to eat. Again, sparkly, her Cynthia and Kenya had very similar dresses, but also slightly different. Again, the one shoulder situation. I don't have another picture to pull up. This is the only one we have to analyze here. The girls were sitting. This is kind of reminiscent of her dress for Cynthia's wedding. Now, if I had to pick between her dress for Cynthia's wedding and this one, I would definitely pick Cynthia's wedding one more. But Portia looks amazing. And I absolutely love short hair on Portia. I was just telling my husband this when we were watching this week's episode. Portia looks so good in long and short hair. It's ridiculous that she can kind of do anything. She can flawlessly transition. And I think it's her face shape. She looks amazing. I like the heaviness of the earrings, even though there's a lot of detail on the dress. Normally I wouldn't like a heavy earring like that, but because the hair is short and sleek, she is serving. She has a little, y'all see on her nails, the little detailing on the rings. Just Portia Luther King knows how to give it to y'all, okay? One thing about Portia is she knows how to give it to y'all, and she don't play no games. I love to see it. What do y'all think? Drop down in the comments. Brittany's talking about Kenya's dress. She says the nude mesh is perfect. It was beautifully done. Beautifully done. Siobhan says, so she's just taking Angel to everything after the Masked Singer. Right. Twitterholic says, I love her short hair. Exactly. Yes, rich man voice. Brittany says Portia looks good. Now, when I first looked at the cast picture, Portia was my favorite at first. After kind of looking a little bit more, honestly, I do like Kenya's a little bit more. On first glance, I was like, okay, Portia's eating like she always does. But sitting here looking and comparing the two, I definitely do like Kenya's dress a bit more, but Portia still flawless, looking beautiful, All right, is that all of the peach holders? I think that was all the peach holders. So now let's look at the friends of the show. Let's start with Shamia. This is Shamia. Shamia was at the reunion. This is her second reunion. I love the hair. Y'all know I love me some big hair. Give me big hair any day. Big hair don't care, okay? I don't necessarily like the top of the dress. I get where you were going. I see where you were going, but I don't think that you quite got there, Shamia. Let's look at a moving picture. Maybe that'll help. Let's look. Does this help? It don't help for me. These rhinestones to me look real cheap. Sorry. But it does. Yeah, no. I think she looks beautiful from the neck up. I do not like the top of this dress at all. I thought that this might be a little redeeming. And I think Shamia is gorgeous. I think she has a beautiful shape. But I like the hair. This is my first time seeing the shoe. I hate the shoe with this. No, Shamia, I'm sorry. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I get where you were going, but I like I said, I think you missed the exit. Let's see. Twitter House says Kenya's my favorite, then Portia. Let's see. Brittany says this is a no. Cliff says nope, big miss. y'all are not feeling it. Y'all are not feeling it. Cheryl says don't like the hair or the dress. Oh man, I like the curly, not like this. Give me some ba 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 boom. I'm okay. Bree says it's a no for me. It ages her a lot. Twitter Holly says I actually don't like the earrings either. Dang, Shami, I'm trying to give you something. Bree says she's looking real dynasty. Oh, well, I mean, she was just a friend of the show. I'm sure she's only be out there for about 20 minutes of the second half of the reunion. We won't see much of her. This is only her second reunion. Do you like her better than Drew? Y'all tell me that, because I'll take Shamia over Drew's look. All right, let's see who's next. Let's go with LaToya Ali or Toyota. Who calls her Toyota? Somebody I watch calls her Toyota Ali. That tickles me. Binge Worthy calls her Toyota Ali. Let's see. Latoya, what do y'all think about Latoya's dress here? About her reunion look? I don't really have much to say. I think that Latoya's a beautiful girl. I think her face looks really nice. Everybody gave a little train. We got some eyes from Alethea here. She got a little train action going here. She's giving a little leg. I think her face looks good. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I can't give you no more. I have nothing else to say about her. My mama told me if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Speaking of my mama, she says no. She says no. Alethea says, is that a dress or a cover-up? It's a dress. It's not the best of a dress, but it's a dress nonetheless. I'm not feeling it. Again, I think she looks great by the face. There we go. Also, I get that the theme is dungeon and that y'all had to wear black, but like again, it's not just about wearing black. You get what I'm saying? Like the theme, you guys, where is the dungeon? I get that y'all gave me a little bit of feathering, but like I'm not feeling 50 Shades of Grey. I'm not feeling it. You know, this ain't giving me S&M whipping chains. We out here in the I'm not getting that from this look, or Shamia's look either, really at all. So yeah, dog, it's a no for me. Y'all ain't even responding. So okay, let's move on from Toyota. And lastly, we have Marlo Hampton, the favorite friend of the show, Miss Marlo Hampton. Y'all ready for her? Here it is. Today. Here is Marlo's dress. Now, according to Marlo's, was it her Twitter? Her Twitter. She was having some issues getting a dress, and literally the day before the reunion was shot, she tweeted looking for someone who could provide her with a black dress. So this clearly was a last minute look. So how do y'all think that she pulled off this last minute look? Now, I'm going to pull up the full body shots because I do think that this sitting down shot does not do her any justice. So let me pull up the full body shot because I don't think that shot does her justice at all. Here's the full body shot, giving cheek, giving face, dressed by Mono, official, customized, and reconstructed. She says it took a hell of a team. All right. Do love her hair. This hair is gorgeous. I'm gonna have to follow this hairstylist here. Y'all know I be following hairstylists, honey. I do. But anywho, this was Marlo. For the theme, because again, this was themed. For the theme of dungeon, I'll give it to her. I will. Had this just been a regular reunion, I'd be like, nah, Marlo. But Marlo, for the theme of dungeon, she's letting you know, honey, I am not an auntie. I am still a niece. I still serve. My only critique is I think I would have wanted to see some type of neck wear, just because when you look at it sitting down, like looking at it standing up, it gives way more. But when you look at her sitting down, I'm not getting it. You get what I'm saying? So maybe if she had just like a little something around the neck or something, just a little bit more drama, that might have helped it for me personally. But I do think that Marlo looks really nice. Again, the girls are sitting. She's giving you a little cheekage. She is giving you Monty. She's serving face. The makeup is gorgeous. The hair, I am loving this bob. I really am. I'm liking that she went short with this instead of doing something kind of long. And I do think she looks nice. I do. I told y'all I wanted to give y'all my honest opinions. And sometimes you got to soak in the look. Sometimes you got to soak it in. You got to get it from different angles. Let me see what y'all are saying. Twitter Holly says, love her hair. Brittany says, she looks amazing to me. Twitter Holly says, she hit it. Because I'm talking about she naked. Tasha says, yes. Cheryl says, nope, too much. Too much or too little? Because it's not much there. Siobhan says, where's the dress? It looks basic and unfinished. But you love the hair. I do love the hair. I think it does look, it's very bare. But when I go and think about the theme, I'm okay with it. Because she's at least giving me dungeon vibes. When I look at it as a home, she's giving me dungeon vibes, and I'll take that. I have a couple mixed reviews about Monty Marlo. Side note, since we got all these other fugitives on Bravo and the Real Housewives, can Marlo finally get her peach? Can she finally get her peach? I'm just saying. You done had Sarisa in and out of jail. She got her apple, or I don't know what they hold, but she got her thing that they hold. You got Jen finna go in. Can Marlo is reformed. Marlo is out here. She is out here reformed criminal. I'm just saying. She's on the up and up now. Can we please give Marlo a peach now? I'm just saying. Raise your hand if you would rather have Marlo have a peach than Drew. No shade, all shade. I'm just saying, Marlo deserves a peach. That's all I'm saying. Says too much showing. Now there are quite a few fugitives over here on the Bravo now. Okay. Cliff says dungeon. Somebody should have hit some thigh high boots. I agree. What is a dungeon without a good thigh high? It's valid. Valid point. Candy had on some boots. Candy had on a thigh high. Well, it ain't a thigh high. It's a knee high. Candy had on the boot. That's why I say Candy was on theme. Candy was on theme. She was theming it. All right, you guys. But that's it. That is the those are the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion looks. I don't know when the reunion will be airing. From what I'm hearing in these YouTube streets, Portia served not only with her looks, but with her reads as well. I believe her and Marlo are not friends anymore. And we will see that play out, continue through the season and again on the reunion. What is it? What's the girl's name? Fallon. Fallon did not make it to the reunion. Also, there was like a little kerfuffle. There was a little back and forth online between Fallon and LaToya Ali. So again, LaToya did make it. She took a private jet, did make it to the reunion, and then Fallon did not make it. I would have rather seen Fallon. I'm not here for LaToya. Before we move on to the next subject, I'm just going to say it. I don't want to see her again. I'm done. Y'all, again, I started off reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta this season. I made it all the way to the Bolo episode. After that, I was over it. I'm not going to lie to you. After that, they ain't giving me nothing that I really want to talk about. And I don't get on here and talk about something I don't want to talk about. I don't care. I don't. So that's why I have not been doing my reviews on Real Housewives of Atlanta, because to me, there has not been anything noteworthy for me to talk about. So I haven't. Next time there's an episode where I feel moved to chorus, as Funky Dineva say, then I'll come on here and I'll sing. But until then, I ain't got nothing to say about them. I'm so sick and tired of LaToya, and I'm tired of her antics, and I don't want to talk about her. She's doing too much. She's trying too hard, and I don't like it. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it down in the comments. Cheryl says, yes, a peach for Marlo. Right. Like, hello. It's only been 13 seasons. Siobhan says, right. I was looking for fishnets and boots and some more details. Right. Ty says, still running errands, but Drew is always worse dressed. What is her problem? I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe if she comes back next season, she'll get it together. But it's always just wrong. It's just wrong. Like this last episode, her in this sparkly suit for her bike ride. Ma'am, what are you wearing? Sometimes, just sometimes, less is better. Less is more. You know, you don't have just because it's Gucci doesn't mean that it's cute. Just because you're on the reality TV don't mean you have to break out everything all at once. Poor Drew. One more thing, and then I'm gonna get off of this for real. I'm gonna get off of this, y'all. Between the new girls that they have introduced this season, so specifically Drew and Latoya, I think both of them are coming on way too strong. But Drew is doing it in a way that at least you don't just hate her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Drew and Latoya are doing a lot. But Drew does it in a way where she's slightly more likable, except for this last episode. This last episode, I was so over Drew. She was trying to pick with Kenya, and I'm not like a Kenya fan or anything, but she was trying it. Also, bringing up Latoya's not drinking. Like, what are you bringing that up for? Like, if your thing was she went to church with you and she said that she's not going to drink and she's sitting at the table not drinking, why is there a reason to argue? There was none. I don't care for Latoya, but also there was no reason to come at her. That was unnecessary. So to me, it's like Drew's trying to, she's trying to step it up, trying to be provocative. It gets the people going, but it's a fine line. And Drew, if you have one more episode like the episode that you had last week, you could go to. My petition is to get rid of both of them and give Marlo a peach. Give Marlo a peach. I'm with her. I'm with Marlo. Y'all can't see my little arrow. Here it is. And you can't see it, but I'm with Marlo. I'm just saying. All right, I'm done. That's it. That's all for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. At least they gave us something to talk about. They ain't gave us much. Shah says, girl, those tragic sparkles, they were a mess. It was a mess. I don't like Drew or Latoya. And then it's so hard to introduce people into Atlanta. It's really hard. Like, Atlanta is the hardest franchise to get people in. It's so hard. You like my props? I'm just saying. I never knew Bravo had so many feelings. He'll give Marlo a peach. Okay. Let me exit out my tabs. Have I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about? Let me see. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Did I talk about everything? Okay. The last thing that we're going to talk about, is Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all already know this is my show. I've been reviewing it. I've been up to date. Now, this is one that I've been coming to y'all every week with. I missed last week because I was in Vegas, but every other week I've been coming with it because they always give us something to say. So I'm just going to give y'all a quick little recap. Just a quick little 1-2 of last week's episode. I ain't got much to talk about. I'm not going to go through scene by scene because I just don't feel like it. We're going to start. Let's start with Martell. He visited his therapist, and I love to see Martell in the scenes with his therapist because this particular therapist always gets Martell together. He reads them, and so during this scene, they were discussing again Martell's infidelity and how he is. How he was out here cheating, and there was a few things that were pertinent in this conversation that I just wanted to talk about. One, Martell talked about how he was loyal to 2 women, and his wife told him to choose, and he could not choose. Now that had bothered me down to my soul, because that's an oxymoron. How are you loyal to 2 women? By being with 2 women, you're not loyal. I'm so confused. And what's the definition of loyalty? Somebody tell me. Because if you think that you're being loyal by being with 2 women, you are delusional. And that is what Martell has been this entire time. He's been so delusional. He bothers me so bad. He bothers me so bad. But anyway, during this conversation, he talks about how it was hard for him to choose, how, again, Melody was not giving him all that he wanted, but he enjoyed the chaos, which is so telling. Because instead of saying to your wife, hey, I am unsatisfied, this, that, and the third, because Melody has gone on to do many an interview and discuss how he's been out here saying that the reason why he cheated was because he wasn't getting fellatio enough at home. She says that, that was, to her knowledge, that was not an issue in her marriage. Now it's an excuse. And he tells on himself. He tells on himself without knowing that he's telling on himself. What the problem is, Martell, you wanted to have your cake and eat it too. You wanted to have the illusion of having this happy life with your wife and all these great businesses, and then you wanted to go out here and live a single life. Now, he went on for so many years to discuss how he wasn't out here cheating with multiple women, and it was just with Ariane, and so that should make the cheating a little bit better. And now we have come to find out via these interviews that Melody has done with Funky Dineva and with Dr. Heavenly that Martell, in fact, had multiple mistresses over the years. It's just that Ariane was the only one that stuck around. And Ariane, for some reason, feels like she is so much better and so much higher than the rest because she is still here, and she had her little 2 minutes on the TV. We finally saw a glimpse. We didn't see her, but we heard. We finally heard a glimpse of Ariane this episode. And again, another thing that's contradictory. Like, clearly Ariane and Martell should be together because their words don't make sense. Their words don't make sense because he calls her and they're talking, and he says, oh, well, I went to go visit my therapist. And she says, oh, well, did you call me another peasant? Because y'all remember last season while he was talking to his therapist, he called her a peasant. When he was good with Melody, she was a peasant. She was just something to do. So she asked him, well, did you call me a peasant? And he goes, no, I didn't call you a peasant. And then he begins to question the paternity of this child that she's having. And she's like, well, what do you want? Do you want a paternity test? And he goes, well, yes, I would want a DNA test. How quick can we make that happen? And I can't believe you asked me for that, Martell. But then by the end of the conversation, she says, but you know what? You've always been good to me. You're just as confused as he is. How has he always been good to you? In this same conversation, you remind him of him calling you a peasant. Was that being good to you? Cheating on his wife to be with you, that was being good to you? Asking you for a DNA test for his unborn child, that was being good to you? You're just as ditzy as he is. You're just as ditzy as he is. Y'all deserve each other. Y'all are never going to be together, but y'all deserve each other. Like, the stupidity of it all. I'm sorry. Ooh, just makes, y'all know how I feel about him. What else happened this episode? They had the soft opening of Black. Martell comes in there being how he is, apologizing to the Scotts. Tisha takes this time to kind of dig at Mel. Tisha pissed me off this episode too, because when Martell was there apologizing I say that in quotations. When Martell was there apologizing about his behavior, you were all, well, it's your truth, and you should, it's your truth. Speak your truth. Basically trying to dig because you don't like Mel and you have an issue with her. But then as soon as Mel and Martell at the end of the episode get into it, you and Mel are sisters and you want to go comfort her. Tisha, you're fake. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like, stand in it. If you don't like Mel, don't like Mel all the way. Don't sit up here and when Martell's in your face, your team Martell. Then when Martell leaves, now you want to comfort Melody. Tisha, but you be the main one talking about Mel can't take accountability, neither can you. Mel is the mean girl, so are you. Her whole actions in this were mean, girl. I didn't like it. What else about the opening? Oh, when they revealed the little mural for Black, and they had the Scott sons on the mural. That upset me because Marceau, you have what, 2 daughters? Marceau, you have 2 daughters. So you're trying to build a legacy. Do your daughters not are your daughters not included in this legacy? Like, we already know that he's a male chauvinist, oink oink. But that aggravated me too. Mel and Destiny both called that out. That bothered me. I didn't like it. Like, if you're trying to build generational wealth, you also have two daughters. You also have female children. They need generational wealth as well. Marceau's the pig. Then when we had this little sidebar with Marcus and Martell, another thing that I did not like was Martell trying to say that Marcus, his children being around Marcus was confusing for their foundation because Marcus is gay and have a husband. And I liked how Melody checked him and was like, we're their foundation, Martell. We're husband and wife. We've been with them from the beginning. We are their foundation. And don't you think that what you've done to this family is messing up their foundation? It's amazing how you have such this high and righteous moral compass when it comes to Mel's brother and his relationship, but you didn't have that for your own. How do you think you're shaking up your children's foundation when you're bringing them a brother who is a year younger than their youngest sister? You don't think that's going to shake up their foundation? You don't think you going on the internet trying to spray your ex-wife with all of these stories and alleged lies, you don't think that that's going to harm their foundation? He's so contradictory. He's so contradictory. It bothers me so bad. You're sitting up here talking about how you've destroyed your family and how you would want to have Mel back, but then in the same instance saying that you wouldn't change anything that you've done. So you hold no regret for tearing up your family, but you claim that you still want to have your family, but then you sit there in front of Mel and call her a hoe. Make it make sense to me. Somebody. Make it make sense. If that's not the definition of bipolar, I don't know what is. You don't know what you want. We can't even figure it out because you can't even figure it out. Mel is confused. I'm confused. The kids are confused. Arion's confused. Like, your mama's confused. Everybody's confused around here when it comes to Martell and what he has to say. I'm so sick and tired of him. I'm so glad that divorce is final. I'm so glad that she ain't go back to him. I was afraid, y'all. I was afraid. I was like, girl. And one more thing, because I did watch all of her, I've been watching her interviews. She has an interview coming up tomorrow with Tasha K. I will be watching it. And also tomorrow is the season finale of the show. So I will be watching it, and I'll probably go live after that too. But I was going to say something. Lord, I lost my train of thought. So after watching the different interviews, I will say if you want to watch the interviews, the interview to watch is the one that Melody did with Funky Dineva. Funky does a great job asking the questions that we really want to know. Melody tried to skate around some of the answers. Like, Funky did ask Melody, was she the one blocking Arion from getting on the show? And I'm gonna tell you exactly what she said. Hold on. And she tried to skate around the question, but he was like, "Nah, Melody, for real though. Like, say it plain for us. Are you blocking Arion from being on the show?" And what she said was, quote, "I will say this. The Oprah Winfrey Network is 76% African American female viewers. I think the network makes decisions that they feel is best for their show." So then Funky asked her if it would be okay if Arion would appear on the show if the executives wanted her. She said if she would be okay with it. And she said, "Why would I?" She said, "Melody says it's important for viewers to understand that Curry was not initially a part of her storyline. Therefore, she shouldn't be on the show." And Funky also asked her if the children know about their new sibling or if they've been involved with the new sibling. And she says, "I think that's a premature question, and it's not something that I've ever even thought about," which she can say that, but I don't believe that. You can't sit up here and tell me that you haven't thought about the fact that your children are going to have to interact with this side baby and how that's going to affect them. Like I wouldn't, because I don't trust Martell's mental state, I wouldn't leave it up to him to explain it to begin with. I would want to explain it to my children. I would want to kind of, just prepare them mentally for it, personally. And so I don't believe that at all. But wonderful interviews. And even during the interviews, Mel was not bashing Martell. Martell has done countless interviews going in on Melody, and Melody still, she could have drug him through the mud if she wanted to. She did not at any point bash him, in my opinion. She was always still respectful to him as the father of her children. Mel is real classy based, and I like to see it. Yeah, so I think that's it. Those are my thoughts about the episode. Let me see. Let me look at my notes. Let me make sure there wasn't nothing else big that I wanted to say. Mel said she never checked for Martell. Yep. Martell says he wanted the divorce to be peaceful again. He's so contradictory. He's so aggy. That's what this is in my notes. Martell is so aggy. And then the girls rallied around Mel and tried to be supportive. So yeah, she also spilled the beans that Martell is out here with whole side babies. So yeah, I think that was pretty much it for the episode. Tomorrow's episode, the season finale, is just going to be like a behind the scenes. It's not going to be anything too deep to talk about. So we should be good. Like I said, I can't wait to see the interview with Tasha K, because y'all already know I love watching me Tasha K, because she gets down and deep into the questions, and she be real messy with it, and I like a little mess. I like a little mess. I think that's it. I think those are all the topics. Oh, one last thing. This just happened to run across my desk today. It just happened to run across my desk today, and while we're talking about cheating, in a couple episodes ago, when they were trying to reconcile Melody and Martell over at the broker's house, y'all know what I'm talking about. They tried to reconcile Mel and Martell when Mel got mad and threw that glass at him. Well, the lady, the old church mother, she said she made a statement about cheating respectfully. And I said it in my live stream. Then I said, what is cheating respectfully? Why is that even a topic of conversation? Why is that even something that we're trying to normalize? Again, back to what we were talking about at the beginning of this stream, normalizing struggle love, normalizing this toxic, delusional love. But anyway, so speaking of cheating respectfully, reality star Megan James, many of you might not know her. She was she did a few seasons of the Bad Girls Club, and then she also went on to do a season on Basketball Wives LA. I guess she has a new podcast out, and she spoke with the people and said, I believe in cheating respectfully. So I'm going to, can I play y'all the clip? Can I play y'all the clip? Where's the clip at? Where's the clip at? Because I want y'all to hear this foolishness come out of her mouth. Hold on. Cheating respectfully, y'all. What are y'all thoughts? Put them in the comments. Put them in the comments while I pull up this clip. That took me out. I said, now what now? I said, now who? Why are we making this a thing? Why are we trying to normalize this? Why do y'all think this is cute? Where is the clip? Where is the clip? Hold on. I'm trying to find it, y'all. Give me a second. I'm sorry. This is just, I said, like I told y'all, this just ran across my desk, and it just goes right well into that Mill and Martell stuff, because they sitting up here talking about, again, cheating respectfully. Where did I find the clip at? Where did I look? I look at so much trash. I look at so much trash. Let me see. Where is it at? Twitter Hollis says Derrick Jaxn super fan, maybe, because I don't understand. Where is it at? I wanted y'all to see the actual clip. I wanted y'all to hear the foolishness come out of her mouth, but I can't find it. I just have to read it because I can't find it. This is what happens. I should have saved it on my Instagram when I saw it. But I just don't even want to save and co-sign that type of foolishness. I don't want that to start showing up in my algorithm. Okay, here it is. Okay. Hold on, let me pause it. Hi, Lashik Mondrell Productions. Thank you for joining. All right, let me pull up this clip so y'all can hear her say this for herself. I want to hear y'all's thoughts on it. Application. No, do I need to do Chrome? Can I do application? I don't know if the sound will play. I hope it does. Y'all let me know if you can hear it. And also, I'm going to drop the link one more time. If y'all have anything that y'all would like to talk about, if y'all want to sound off on anything that we talked about today, all you have to do is click the link. All right, so this is Megan talking about cheating respectfully.
But I'm just saying, like, he gonna have some issues. Like, everybody got issues. So are you expecting to have issues? To be honest, I believe in cheating respectfully. I never tell my man, like, oh, you think I'll cheat on me? So cheating respectfully to me is cheating where I don't find out. It's having control over your other women. It's using condoms and not having babies. Like, cheat respectfully, because believe it or not, your man is cheating. But I'm not leaving my man over a one-night stand with experience. I'll only leave my man for three things. You bring me home an STD, you have a baby on me, or if you pay. Everything else is work out for me.
All right, did y'all hear it? Were y'all able to hear it? I hope you were. I hope you were able to hear the foolishness. Drop down, let me know. Could y'all hear it? Could y'all hear that? There were so many things in that short little clip that she said. So apparently, I guess this is a new little show or podcast or something, new little show that's going to be on the Watch All Black network. You can get that on Amazon and all that stuff. I actually watch this network because this particular network has all the really good ratchet black movies. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I love me a good ratchet black movie. Okay, like I need low budget. I love me a good low budget black movie, and so this little streaming service got them, honey. They be a mess. I love them. But anyway, she said she believes in cheating respectfully. What cheating respectfully means is, wear a condom. Don't bring me an STD. Don't bring me a baby. Keep your hoes in check. I don't want to find out. I'm not going to tell you to go cheat. But as long as you're doing it like that, then I'm okay with it. The 3 things that she would leave her man for. These are the 3 things. If he brought her STD, brought her a baby, or was gay. Y'all, when I listened to this little clip, I was like, ooh, you real pick me, huh? You real pick me, huh? Baby. What? Say who? It just goes to show you could be the prettiest woman in the world if you wanted to, and be just as dumb as a box of rocks. It's a shame that this is the mindset that men like Martell want you to adopt, and then you have women pushing this narrative. It's so sad. I ache for these women out here right now, in the world, that are having to deal with this type of stuff. I really do. I ache for you, because that's not what. just what. I be so confusion. Shout out to LQ. I be so confusion. I don't understand. Twitter Holly says she probably has been cheated on so much that she can't imagine someone is capable of being faithful. And that's really what it is, because like, and this is what I would hope. This is, again, tying it all back together to the top of our stream. I probably should have put this at the top of the stream, but just tying this all up again to what we've been talking about at the top of the stream. It's just sad that people, like, you have these social media, have young girls out here thinking that toxicity is couple goals. Thinking that, oh, well, at least he's buying me Birkin bags, so if he cheats respectfully, it's okay. At least, he's showering me with gifts and things, so at least it's okay. At least I don't know about the other girls. At least he got the other girls in check, and I'm the main. He posts me on his social media, so it's all good. Or, I don't know. Like, I don't know. And I really wish that this broken, toxic narrative would stop being pushed. Every time I see it, it makes me cringe, because this is not the truth. Everybody in the world is not a cheater. Are there a lot of cheaters out in the world, men and women? There are. And if that's not a deal breaker for you, then that's not a deal breaker for you. But even if that's not a deal breaker for you, let's not push this respectful cheating, because there's nothing respectful about cheating. That's an oxymoron. They cannot go together. You cannot be faithful to 2 women. You cannot respectfully cheat. Those things do not go together. They don't. And I wish that y'all would stop pushing this narrative. I wish that you would just say that you're open to, to that. That I'm okay with it, but there's no such thing as respectful cheating. Will I be watching that show? No, I won't. So, this will probably be my only time talking about Megan. I didn't like her on Bad Girls Club and Basketball Wives. I don't follow her. It just so happened to have run across the shade room. So I was like, I just want to talk. I just want to address this real quick, because this is stupidity. Alethea says she's broken and resigned because of it. Yeah. And I need you to stop. We're gonna end the stream like this. We're gonna leave a message. We're gonna end the stream with a message, y'all. let's not continue to push struggle love. Let's not continue to push toxic love. Let's not associate toxicity with Black love. That is not the way to be. Yes, Alethea, I did. I talked about Saweetie earlier. I talked about Saweetie and Quavo earlier. So just bringing it all together. Let's not continue to push struggle love, toxic love, domestic abuse, cheating, all of these, like, you know, let's not. Let's begin to push wholeness in relationships, you know, counseling, therapy. Let's push breaking generational curses. Let's let that be the representation of Black love in the new life, in the new generation. Not respectful cheating, not tussling over Call of Duty boxes, not cheating on your wife, but then going on live with her to acknowledge your cheatation. Let's not continue to push that as what Black love is, you guys. Appreciate it. I would appreciate it. It's a little old me. But that's it. Oh, I missed this, y'all. I missed being on live with y'all. This is always so much fun. I am back now that all my trips are done. I'm back. I'm going to try to be going live a little bit more often. We'll see how that goes. I ain't gonna give y'all specific times and things like that because y'all already know I have the boy, and sometimes he just don't be wanting me to be on live, so I just can't be. Sometimes I just don't be wanting to be on live, so I just can't be. So but I will see y'all tomorrow for, you know, my recap of the finale of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I will be doing that. And if there's something else that I just feel like talking about, I missed y'all so much. I love talking to y'all and getting y'all's feedback. So I'll definitely be back sometime before next Friday, hopefully. Also, finally, Face Beat Friday. I do not have a new Face Beat Friday video today. However, I do have a Face Beat Friday video here on my channel that y'all just did not show enough love to. So please go back and rewatch it. If you've watched it, rewatch it. Drop another comment. If you haven't watched it, what are you doing? Why have you not watched my content? I sit up here, I make my Face Beat Friday videos for y'all. Y'all, please make sure y'all go and watch them because they be like super cool. Like, I put work into them. Also, my Vegas vlog will be dropping hopefully by the end of this weekend. I'm just trying to get a couple of more pictures uploaded from the actual pageant because I wasn't able to go to the actual pageant due to COVID. So I'm trying to get some of those pictures, and then once I get those pictures and put them in, I will have that uploaded. So hopefully I'll have that uploaded by the end of this weekend. It's going to be like maybe a 2 or 3-parter vlog because we were in Vegas for like 7 days, and that's just way too much to put into one vlog. So I hope y'all come back and watch it. It was so much fun. Shout out to Jerisha, aka Miss for Georgia. I had a great time styling her and just being in Vegas in general. I'm dropping the link to that Face Beat Friday video for those of you who want to watch it. Let me see y'all's last comments. Tasha says, I will go watch it. Thank you. She says, exactly. Why not enter non-monogamous relationships rather than normalizing the cheat in peace campaign? What is going on out here? That's all I'm saying. That's it. Period, poo. Is there any other announcements I have for y'all? I think that's it. Make sure that y'all check the description box. There's always some great links to my websites, to my merchandise. We're gonna go out with a couple of little ads. Y'all know how we do, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all again so much for watching, and please, if you enjoy my content and you would like to continue to support my channel and support it financially, just join my Patreon. Remember, shout out to my Patreon. Y'all are the real MVPs. I'm going to be trying to do some special things for y'all in this new year because y'all have definitely been riding with me. If you would like to join my Patreon, it's very simple. All you have to do is go to www.patreon.com/bstokestyling and make your pledge. $5, $10, or $25. Currently, I'm trying to get to 20 Patreons, you guys, so make sure you help me reach my goal by clicking the link down in my description box and joining my Patreon. You do not want to miss out on the early access to my videos. Don't forget to order your custom B Stokes styling merch. That's right, we have merch. Just click the link down below in the description box and order your B Stokes styling merch today.